Wine bitches and ride. Yo, that is my joy. I want to welcome y'all back to another slamming episode of Beyond the Bleachers. We taking it from the courts and the fields to way beyond the bleachers. I got your host in the studio, J. Lou and Hugh. What's going on, fellas?
Hey, what's happening, man?
What up, though, Hugh?
Same old, man.
Oh, man.
I just got really excited by Ambitions Riding. My fault, fellas. My bad.
That's all right. And it's good to be back, though, man. I had like a damn week, I want to say a week and a half hiatus, because when we were doing the show about the NBA or whatever, the All-Star show, man, I got kind of sick. So I had to cut everything short, man. So I just wanted to apologize to y'all out there. But I'm back. I'm healthy now. Back, ready to talk some sports. Hugh, how you feeling today, man? You got a full show today.
Healthy, man. Healthy. Remember, I was out of it last week. Remember, I had like the sinuses. It was so bad, man. I thought I had an infection. I was so scared, man. But I was taking my medicine, man. Like the box told me, you know us, man. We do things the way we want to do it. But once I finally started taking it the way I was supposed to, man, I've been feeling better, man. And didn't have no problems ever since then. So, yeah, just happy to do another good show, man.
Right. I'm looking. Q, you scheduled us for an hour, man. I'm mad at you right now. You know that? I'm mad. We scheduled for an hour, but we gonna cram it in. We gonna do it. We gonna cram in all this information.
Oh damn, for real? Oh, my bad, man.
We got 56 minutes left.
Yeah, I just peeped that. I can fix it though.
All right, what's a sucker?
We didn't even think about that. He out of here. We about to sign somebody else.
Yeah, that was good.
So it ain't, whatever. But I want to thank you guys for joining us this week, Wednesday, for this episode of Beyond the Bleachers. You and I are here, ready to give you guys as much sports talk as you can handle. And like I said, we've been had about 2 weeks of rest, so we ready to go. I hope y'all ready for it. We ready for it. Lots been going on. I just wanted to run down what we'll be talking about today. Of course, you guys heard what happened to Derrick Rose. Man, that just hurt my heart. Actually, when I saw it, man, that hurt the hell out of me, because I really like Derrick Rose. I've been liking him since high school, going on to University of Memphis and Chicago Bulls. So it bothered me. So Hugh and I are going to be hitting that, talking about that. Me and Hugh and I are going to be talking about a subject that our basketball fans out there probably been thinking, like, are they better off apart? Are they better together, or what? Because, when one of them is away from the other one, they seem to play kind of better, or what have you. And I'm talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder and Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant. Russell Westbrook's playing out of his mind right now. We all know, if you follow the Thunder, you follow the NBA, we all know that Russell Westbrook is he's an alpha dog. And when you look at Kevin Durant, he's also an alpha dog, but in a different way. He's not doggish like Westbrook is. And Westbrook is really having like a coming out party, man. So my question that you and I will be hitting on today is, are they better apart? Or are they fighting for alpha dog supremacy? Or is it just, everything is just a little farce or whatever? They just, that's just the way the cookie is crumbling right now. They just having to play without each other. And they still need each other to get a championship in Oklahoma City. We're also going to be talking about, of course, the NFL Combine that just passed. And we're going to be talking about what was like the best group, what group of what position group performed the best at the Combine. You and I will be shedding our light on that one. Then we're going to be talking about the big one coming up May 2nd. Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather. Probably going to happen. 5 years in the making, but hey, better late than never, right? Everything's signed. It's not a unless one of them backs out or gets hurt doing training, which I hope the God doesn't happen. But I think it's going to be a hell of a fight. I actually think it's going to be a hell of a fight. I think it's going to be very entertaining. But we're going to be kind of analyzing that a little bit. I'm talking about that fight. And then we're going to bring you guys something a little bit different. We're going to bring you guys something a little bit new, a little bit different. I know a lot of people don't always follow it because it has the label on it as being fake. But we're going to talk about professional wrestling today. I know Hugh probably laughing right now. Like, no, these cats not. No, they're not wrestling wrestling. But we're going to shed a little light on professional wrestling. And I actually wanted to talk about the tag that professional wrestling has on it as being fake and just not real and stuff like that. We're going to break a little bit of that down and tell you guys what and what not to watch, because a lot of people, you know, it's entertainment. People try to look at it as a part of like fighting. They compare it to like boxing, UFC, and stuff like that, which is just it's entertaining. It's been since the 80s, since Hulk Hogan and those guys or whatever were wrestling, and they were, you know, big stars and stuff. So Hugh and I are going to break a little bit of that down and what you guys can watch. What you guys can watch to kind of be entertained. You know, we're going to break down that stereotype of, oh, it's just fake as hell, blah. So me and Hugh gonna clear all that stuff up for y'all. So Hugh, you ready, man?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, we about to get right into it. Derrick Rose. No. Okay. We all know a few years ago, 3 years ago, Derrick Rose hurt his knee in the playoff game. I forget who they were playing. The Knicks. Yes, the New York Knicks. He hurt himself. Tore his ACL. Bam, he out. Sits out a whole year. Comes back. Tears up the other knee. Last year. Tears the other knee up. Sits out the whole year again. This year, playing pretty good. Rehab. Looks like he rehabbed pretty well. Getting back stronger, trying to get back to the D-Rose that won the MVP some years ago. And this happened. Meniscus tear. And he needs surgery. Don't know how long he's going to be out. They say he may be back, but sources have been saying that the Bulls are going to keep him out, no matter if he's strong enough to play or what. This bothers me, Hugh. I'll shed a little bit of my light on it in a minute, but you go ahead, man. You got the floor.
I felt really bad for this dude, man. Definitely because I was dogging him out one of the shows we had, man. I felt like he wasn't trying to put his all into basketball and thought that he was thinking about changing his career. You know, I didn't think that he basically had the passion anymore. But I feel bad for questioning this man's passion because when we look at it, James, he had like 3 ACL situations. Remember when he played the Knicks that time, remember previously earlier in that year he had the problems with his knee, and then we thought that he came back too soon, and then that's when it became a tear, and it was really ugly. You know, it's like he shot the jumper and he landed wrong and he fell on his, back, and I'm like, what's wrong with this dude, man? But we didn't know how bad it was because he was kind of like, babying that knee. He was babying when he jumped. And I think he felt awkward, man, and I felt bad because it was like After the second one, I said, damn. I said, man, he might not be back. He probably retired, man. And same thing happened again, so it just constantly was happening with him. And I'm like, at least the ACL ain't torn, but the torn meniscus, man, it's like, I feel bad for this guy, man, because he's a hard worker, man. He goes out there giving it all. He's the only person, as far as when it comes to the Bulls, them giving him Gasol. He already had Jimmy Butler and Taj Gibson. They put him in the lineup when they dunked Hoosier. And, I really thought that was a good team, man. I thought that they could give, and I still think with a healthy Jalen Rose, not Jalen Rose, Derrick Rose. I keep getting these two guys mixed up. I don't know why. Jalen was mediocre at best. But a healthy Derrick Rose, man, I think would have gave Cleveland a run for their money. It probably definitely would have went to 7, And I just feel like without him, it's just another team, man. I'm glad they got Aaron Brooks because I felt like when Derrick Rose was hurt last year, that's when we seen how good DJ Augustine was. Because I seen the game with him just recently when they played OKC played. And I said, damn, this guy, man. It just seems like when Augustine gets a chance, he would sell, man. And I feel like that's what Aaron Brooks was doing this year. I still think they're going to be good, but they're not going to be great. They're going to go to the playoffs. They down there could get beaten that first round, man, without Jalen Rose, man. Derek, damn it. But I just don't think that they're going far, man. First round at best to me now. Derek is such an impact player, man, that without him, I don't see them going nowhere. And Paul and Todd Gibson and Jimmy Butler, they're going to play well. I even think Aaron Brooks going to step up. T. Rose is the heart of the Bulls, man. And with him being hurt, I don't even have them going to the second round. I thought they would go to the conference finals, man. And it'll be besides them, the Chicago Bulls, it would have been the Cavs in there. Definitely. I consider those two. Don't got no beef with the Raptors. Think they're a hell of a team. Just don't think when any other team will have to match up, like Atlanta. I think they'll have their problems. Lord forbid if the Pistons get in, because the Pistons get up problems, man. It's going to be a good matchup. Depends on who's going to be that 1 and 8. But I just feel like, man, no team can match up with those two teams. And without Derrick Rose, I don't think they're going anywhere, man. They're going to be a one and done.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be tough. My issue with this, Hugh, is on the deeper level. Because when you've had 2 surgeries already to your knee, to both knees, you have to start, when you get hurt a third time, you have to start questioning, how is he rehabbing? Or how did he rehab? It's so many questions that went through my head when I saw the news yesterday that he was injured again. I'm like, who's doing surgery on his knee? Who's taking him through his rehabilitation? Is he properly protected during the game as far as his knees? Does he have the proper braces on? Stuff like that. And then you have to also question, is this just his fate? Like, is this what it is with D. Rose?
Man, that's sad thing to think about, James. Man, thinking that's his face, man.
Yeah, because when you look at it, like when he first hurt himself, D. Rose is a power player. He's a power point guard, which meaning all of his moves are explosive. He used both of his legs to spring himself to the basket, to dunk, to do all of these moves that he does. He gets great elevation on his jump shot, everything. So he uses legs and his knees to their full extent. A lot of guys who play in the league don't use their legs like that. Like you see how Steph Curry shoots the ball, it's all wrist and extension. You know what I'm saying? He extends his arms, his wrist, or whatever. He doesn't need as much, I want to say,
leg spring.
Exactly, as much bend in his legs or as much elevation on his shot, because his shot is so high arcing and he extends to the full extent when he's shooting his jump shot. D. Rose uses, he jumps so high off the ground when he shoots his jumper, and then you're talking going to the basket with so much force and acceleration, and then stopping on the dime, jump stopping with both feet, and then when you jump over a jump stop is when you jump in the air and plant both feet powerfully on the court. You gotta understand, Hugh, that's about 200-something pounds coming down on those knees. So his power game match up with what his body can handle, and it's turning out to be no. And the question that I'm struggling with is he done? Do you think he's done? Because not from a standpoint of is he done, like as far as like this plan period, which I think he should just go ahead and hang him up. I think he should just hang him up. Because this is really going to mess with his psyche. I think we talked about this a while ago. About 4 shows ago, we were talking about how injuries not only mess with your body as an athlete, but it messes with your mind. Because you can't really play like you want to play. Or like you
scared all the time.
Exactly. He was built to be a power player. And he can't play to the extent that Derrick Rose was born and meant to play in the NBA. So, is he done? That's my thing. Is he done?
I believe so, definitely. I believe he's done, man, because like you said, with all them injuries, how is his mind going to put into it? Because we already seen Derrick Rose, and we heard him now, man. He's been saying things that uncharacteristically he would never say before in the past, like, you know, he wants to see his son graduate and certain things like that, you know, and it's like, I was upset because, and I, you know, feel bad now because what I was saying was, man, they're paying you. You knew what was going on. You knew the extent of your contract when you signed it. You knew what you were in the game for, and you got to, you know, take, you know, that consideration, and you got to respect that contract because when you sign that contract, you're basically saying you're the Chicago Bull product for however many years that you signed that contract. But I'm really feeling bad now, James. I want to ask you a question too, man. And I was thinking this as we was talking right now. You probably laugh at what I'm about to say, but remember when a lot of these players, man, when they got injured, I could put a name out there too, like Stackhouse or, you know, Antonio McDyess. A lot of these guys who was jumping out of the gym, more or less, Antonio McDyess, man. We knew how incredible and how explosive he was when he was with the Denver Nuggets. He was probably going to be one of the best power forwards of all time. Then he had all those knee surgeries. We could even say the same thing with Amari Stoudemire, how good he was and how explosive he was. And when they got those knee surgeries and stuff, and they got all these injuries, man, they kind of changed their games. Do you think that it wouldn't be the real Derrick Rose, man, if he just changed his game, except for going hard to the rim, shooting jumpers and settling for certain things? Because I believe a lot of people were upset when they lost to the Pistons today because he wasn't going hard. Okay, he went hard recently, just last night, well, when she did go hard and he played that game, look what happened.
Right.
I just don't.
He can change his game.
I don't think he could either.
He's not the best shooter. Like you see how Steph Curry plays now, right?
Yeah.
And this is what we were talking about a couple weeks ago during our All-Star, the NBA All-Star show that we had. And I was briefly talking about longevity in the NBA and how shooters have longevity. You can have the worst knees in the universe, not be able to play defense, nothing. There's guys in the league now that can't play a lick of defense. You look at guys back in the day like Paxson, Steve Kerr, Craig Hodges, Bruce Bowen, Robert Ory.
Glenn Rice.
Certain guys who are just shit. Steph Curry's father, Dale. Certain guys are just sharp shooters, and they can play beyond what their body is telling them they can't do anymore. Like about, just say 12, 13 years from now, Steph Curry can't shake somebody up like he was doing last night. You know what I'm saying? He can go behind the back, going past them, throwing floaters up, crossing over, stuff like that. He can't do that in 12, 13 years. But best to believe, he's going to hit 6 to 7 3-pointers. And I just don't see that. Right. I just don't see that with Derrick Rose. He's not that good of a shooter. And even if he was that good of a shooter, he needs his legs to shoot because of his game, how he coined his game with using his full body to, he jumped, like I say, he jumped high as hell. Almost like he's dunked to shoot a jump shot. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see it, Hugh. I just see him it's either all or nothing. And I think he should give it one more go. Get the surgery now. Get the surgery now. Be a man. Test yourself. Through the summer or whatever. Bring your ass back for the beginning of the year. 2015, 2016 season. And try to go hard. And if your knee's not holding up, you've done all you can do. That's the only thing anybody can ask of him right now. Because I know he's just, I know my confidence will be shot right now. I will be just in the corner somewhere, man, crying my eyes out. Like, this is a game I love to play. I'm good at it. And this keeps happening. That's frustrating, man. That is so frustrating and so heartbreaking that you have to keep dealing with that time after time. And when you think you're back and you think you got it, my knees are straight. I haven't had issues with my knees at all. And man, this happens for a third time. So you got to start asking yourself, man, like, is this meant to be? Am I meant to play this game for the long haul? Or is this just excellent?
Not trying to be funny. I hope he has a second career, man, because I think this injury right here scares the hell out of me with Derrick Rose right now. But another injury, man, I really don't see him. I think he'll be tired after that, man, because I feel like, man, he needs to find the best. He needs to go to Dr. James Andrews or somebody to try to get this surgery, man.
I don't know why he went there. I thought about that today. And I'm like, because we look at it, see, we're going to talk about it later, but to our listeners out there, we're going to kind of break a little bit down. We're going to break it down to that point, the professional wrestling thing. But those guys take their body to a whole hell of a lot. They wrestle every night, every single night. They're away from home 340 days out of the year. On the road, performing, doing stuff, or whatever. So a lot of that stuff is wear and tear on their bodies, their knees, their arms, shoulders, everything. And they come back after going to one of the best surgeons in the world, best renowned surgeons in the world. Why the hell wouldn't they send Derrick Rose to him? I don't understand. If he can get a wrestler okay, he can damn sure get a basketball player okay.
He changed people's lives, man. Dr. Chase Andrews saved people's lives. Revised Drew Brees' career, man. When we seen that injury there, son, we was like, damn, Drew Brees is done. Went to Dr. James Andrews, man, going for 5,000 yards like a year later, man. This is, I don't understand either, because that's one thing I thought about too. Like, why isn't he getting the best people at their jobs to take care of his injuries, man? This is a bad situation.
It ain't like the money. It ain't like they don't have the money. You know what I'm saying? He's rich. Derrick Rose rich. The Chicago Bulls are rich. And if they invest, I know if I invest that much money in a player, and I'm making billions of dollars
to put
through
people
my
in
basketball team, I'm sending my franchise player to the best surgeon money can buy. And the guy, Dr. James Andrews, is gifted. He's gifted. Probably one of the best surgeons overall, like just an overall surgeon. Probably one of the best surgeons ever right now. Like one of the best surgeons I know right now. I don't understand it.
He should have been retired too, man. But Dr. James Andrews said he don't want to retire. It ain't about the money. It's about basically accepting that challenge, man. How we accept challenges is like when we play, like if you're a pro basketball player or a football player, whatever you do. He had that same aggressiveness when he does surgeries, man. Because I remember seeing a program on him.
Exactly.
And it was like, man, he could have been retired, but he said it ain't even about that. It ain't about the money. I just like to accept the challenge, because he hears things when these players get hurt like this. He'll never play again. His career is over. You know, if you could just, you know, give him his surgery, he'll probably still be able to walk again. And not only were they able to walk, these guys are playing at their professional sports at the highest levels you could ever play, right after being under Dr. James Andrews' care. And it's like, damn, well, it's like, come on, man, you got so many injuries. Not once. It's like, I'm like, are they even considering Dr. James Andrews to do these surgeries? Because that could have probably helped them suffer getting all these repeated surgeries, man. Because there's a lot of surgeries he got, man.
Right. And I know you guys are out there listening. I know you guys are listening on YouTube. And if you guys call in and want to listen, you just listen or whatever. But if you guys want to call in and actually talk to us, give us your opinion on this, because we're talking about Derrick Rose right now. We're about to move on to our next topic. But if you guys want to come in and talk, still shed some light on Derrick Rose, you guys feel free. Call in. You guys listen on YouTube right now. Call in. The call-in number is 760-283-4647. It's 760-283-4647. And make sure you guys press the number 1 key when you call in. That way you guys can get in to us. And our producer, Hugh, will put you guys through talk to us. But yeah, man, I didn't want to spend too much time on it, but this is like one of those topics, you know, where it kind of extends a little bit.
Sad. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's bad. You know, we've talked about this on numerous times, man, and it's bad. I hate to see an athlete go through this, and it really, like I said, it hurt me, because I'm like, this D. Ruffles, man, like, it ain't like no bum. no little bum dude that they, keep trying to take contracts or whatever. It's this D Rose, and when you're in the sport and you follow, it's something about like following a player when you follow a player, like from when they were in high school, and then you follow them in college, you see them be successful in college, and then you see them get drafted to the NBA. So you see them doing good in the NBA, All-Star games, and winning league MVPs, and taking his team to the playoffs and doing good, and just that close to competing for an NBA championship. And then this keeps happening to him, man. It's heartbreaking. Like it hurts. But like I said, if you guys want to call it, we're about to go to the next topic because we're running out of live time. But if you guys want to keep listening to it after this hour, from 8 to 9, we're going to be just strictly on YouTube. So you guys can just listen to it there or whatever. But yeah, man, this one was rough, man. But let's move on. And on behalf of the show, man, I just want to, send out condolences out to D Rose, man. Get healthy, bro. Work hard, man. Get some good rehab in. I hope you get another surgeon. Like we were just saying, Dr. James Andrews, try to get helped out as best you can, man, because I really want to see you come back, and I really want to see you succeed and get you a championship or get close to getting this title, man. Because I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. So get well soon, D-Rose. Okay. Oklahoma City, man. This has been going on for about 4 years now. I want to say 3-4 years, roughly. Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant. We usually always see that in the NBA. We usually have a duo. Kareem, Magic. You had Bird Kill. You had Jordan Pippen, Isaiah Dumars, that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Stockton Malone, whatever. And most they work. They work together. But this one, I don't know, man. There's been a lot of scrutiny going on the past 3-4 years saying Russell doesn't shoot too much. They don't know if he can pair good with KD. They need a pure point guard in there. This and the other, you take Kevin Durant shots away. Kevin Durant not tough enough. He need Russell Westbrook. Yada, yada, yada. Now, this season has shown a lot about both guys. Both of them started the season hurt. Well, actually, Durant started the season hurt. Westbrook got hurt the first damn game of the season and was out, with broken hand, out for a while. He comes back first after a broken hand and just goes off. His first night, he like 30 points. First night back from a broken hand, like 36 points. And Durant comes back. They get a little stride going. Durant's still looking kind of shaky or whatever. He goes back out. And now Russell Westbrook is tearing it up. Tore it up in the All-Star game. Won the All-Star game MVP. He had 41 points in that game. Now he's in the regular season and just, man, he played some of the best basketball I've seen out of a point guard in a long time. Hugh, do you think this is an alpha dog battle? That Russell Westbrook is winning right now? Or do you think they need each other? Or do you think they're growing apart?
I think so, man. I'm glad you mentioned that, man. It's definitely to put me in on that spot, man. Because I feel like now he's starting to get a lot of injuries, too. He's getting injury prone, man. And it's like, Kevin Durant is starting to go down, man, and Russell Westbrook is starting to go up. Russell's playing so good now that you can even put him in the talk of the MVP candidate, man, because I've been seeing over the last few weeks or so, too, that James Harden's starting to decline. And it's like at the right time when they need Russell Westbrook, he's not only stepped up, but he's carrying the team, man. He's doing something that I feel like a few times Durant couldn't do. I got mad before, like, oh, he shot them out of that championship when they played, Miami that year. But ever since then, man, it's like it's been a struggle. This year, man, he's starting to survive himself, man. And it's like, KD, I know he's looking, I know he's watching, but he's going to really have to get healthy, man, because right now, I have to say it, man, that's Westbrook's team.
Uh-huh. Yep. It's Westbrook's team right now. Like, I love Kevin Durant to death. Like, I love Kevin Durant. He's one of my favorite players. But watching Russell Westbrook play, the dude is just, he's old school, Hugh. Like, he old school. He what we used to watch play back in the day. You know, those gritty, just tough as nails players. You know, especially for a point guard. I mean, he's 6'3", but he's tough as heck. I mean, just every night, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got 82 nights to play basketball through the regular season. All 82 nights, he does not take a night off at all.
Not at all. He never takes no break.
And that's rare. That's rare from a player in this time and age. Usually they're like, man, this regular season, dude, we chilling. You know what I'm saying? We just had a back-to-back. We done played 4 games in 5 days. This game, man, I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I go a little bit, but I go the first half, or I just try to save myself to the second half. From the time the ball tip off, every game, Russell Westbrook is going 150%. You know what I'm saying? All game. And to me, that's what makes the alpha dog. That's what makes the leader. And that's the type of player that's the leader of the team. And for Kevin Durant to be as good as he is, he's never really showed that pure leadership ability. And I really think that I still, even though Russell Westbrook is the alpha dog of that team, I really think that he still needs Kevin Durant to win a championship. I think Russell can hold it down. But when it comes down to it, though, you still need somebody like Kevin Durant, who is just cerebral as hell when it comes to scoring. You know, but I don't know, because I really think, like, if Westbrook leaves, like they'll be jacked up either way. Like, if Westbrook was to leave and go somewhere else, Durant would be up the creek. It'd be hard to find somebody like that ever again, like in years to come. Like, it'd be hard to find somebody that play like Russell Westbrook.
They lost that person too when they lost my boy James Harden, man. You know, I don't think he play like Russell. He's not as aggressive as Russell, but he can put up big numbers. And now they let Reggie Jackson go to the Pistons. I ain't losing no sleep. I love that dude, Jackson Cave. I'm not losing no sleep, but yeah, they're losing all their big players, man.
They got to play, yeah. So I'm saying, when you're losing players like that, man, you need your big two to be your big two. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have one that's the alpha dog, and the alpha dog pretty much sets everything up for, you know, his road dog. You know what I'm saying? The guy that's, you know, his sidekick or whatever. And I just think Kevin Durant's sidekick right now. Like,
Yeah, man.
He don't bring it like Russell do. And the shit Russell does amps everybody else up. You know what I'm saying? Like he gives everybody else revved up hype. You need that on your team. So, like I said, man, they need to do something to kind of blend that together. And where I think is going sour at is coaching. I don't even. I think Sam Brooks is a very good coach. I think he's a brilliant coach. But I just think he's too soft. Like he can't bring that together. Like they need somebody to bring that together. You know, so
we can't keep getting Phil out of retirement neither.
Right. I really feel like they need each other, man, but they need some structure. Because if they go out there and just do the same stuff they've been doing for the last 4 years, Russell Westbrook is going. He's going to be out the dog. He's going to bark so loud that Kevin Durant going, you know what I'm saying, cower back in his doghouse. Like, I just said back here, or, you know what I'm saying? Like they need to get into it sometimes. Like, he needs to get in Russ face and be like, you got help. I got you. Give me the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, get in his face and let him know. Give me the ball. Don't get in no interview and then just say, you know, I mean, we teammates. I don't know why nobody. Okay, y'all teammates, that's cool. Y'all root for each other. But, dude, y'all got to share the wealth. And like I said, well, Russ feels like you're not doing enough, he's going to take over. And that's what alpha dogs do. He take over. So, I don't know, man. That situation over there, I think it's going. I think the only way that situation is together over there is coaching. I really feel like they need a new coach.
They need a common ground, man.
Right, exactly. They need a common ground. And I think they can only find it with the proper guidance. That's it. With the proper guidance. Yeah, like I said, I love Scott Brooks to death, but he's just not it. Not it.
Yeah, he ain't no get in your face type coach, man. I miss some old school type coaches, man, who didn't play no games, man. They need to get Bobby Knight out of retirement. He could jam one of them up in a heartbeat, man. definitely your boy Russell. Yeah, they need a hard-nosed coach like that, man, who don't play no gun. Because most of these guys, man, I say 90% of these dudes don't respect their coaches, man.
Right. We saw that. Yeah, we saw that yesterday. When I don't know if anybody saw it, but with John Rondo, he pretty much told Carlisle to kiss his ass. He wasn't calling the player. He was doing it. You know, Rondo used to call him having a play calling duty. You know, but see, Doc Rivers was a different type coach. You know what I'm saying? Carlisle is more of he controls the game. You know, he's more of a technician when it comes to, you know, the defenses and stuff like that. So he calls certain plays. I mean, you know, like you said, most of these guys don't really respect the coaches, you know, or being coached a certain way. So, yeah, you're right about that, man. It's just like I could see Russell right now telling Scott Brooks, stand up. Like, I'm taking the last shot. Ain't nobody gonna get the ball from me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Kevin Durant not gonna take it. You know, so, yeah, but if you guys want to call in and talk about the Oklahoma City thing or whatever, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook need each other to get to the next level and get a championship in Oklahoma City. You guys call in. I know you guys listen on YouTube. You guys call in at 760-283-4647 and make sure you guys press the number 1 key to talk to. On to the next topic. NFL Combine. NFL Combine happened last week. I thought the Combine was okay. I'm always critical of the Combine.
Yeah.
I think it's just a dog and pony show. It's stupid. I really do. I think it's dumb, like dumb as hell. You know, just see people run and jump and do drills. And I mean, come on, man. Nothing to tell you more if a player is ready for the league than a doggone game tape.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Look back at his game tape, his body of work, his skill, his technique on film, and then you can really get a good feel of everything. But just see a guy run without pads and throw without pads, jump 50 feet in the air and catch 500 balls in a row. That don't mean jack shit to me. It really doesn't, man. It doesn't mean much. But we're speaking a little bit on the positive note today. So the question is, what group really showed their ass in the combine? You know, you got many groups, just to name a few. You got quarterbacks, running backs, receivers, defensive linemen, linebackers, corners. You get the picture. So, Hugh, what group was most impressive to you in this year's combine?
The receivers, they were explosive as hell, man. I've never seen the receivers all come out and play like that. We all know they're going to run a 4-3-8 or a 4-4, but, man, it was some big receivers, some big, strong-ass receivers who looked borderline tweener between receiver, tight end, and they was running 4-4 and 4-3, man. And what I liked about it is about most of the positions, they always put the canvas on the top two. And the top two on most of those positions by like quarterback, offensive line, defensive line, every position, man, they all stepped up, man. One either outdid the other. I think right now, when it came to the receivers, though, I was scared about, I'm a little biased. Amari Cooper looks good, man, but damn, that white kid, man, I remember seeing him play before, and I was scared because they played them. I said, this is a big, strong dude, and he was just jumping over there in defensive backs, man, and he played pretty good. Now, I was like, man, this dude is no joke. I was loving what I seen out of him, and I was like, man, he will definitely give him some competition. I didn't know it was going to go all the way to the combine, but, yeah, man, it was just really to the point where I seen the receivers, they always do what they do. But it was just some good, just physical receiver play, man. I like you said, man, I kind of get tired of watching, man, because 7.5 hours of my life, I'm not going to spend it watching the combine, man. The underwear Olympics, sometimes I feel like it's overrated. But I feel like the receivers played good, man. Them and the running backs, man, they showed their asses, man.
It's been like this for the past couple of years. I want to say past 3 to 5 years. It's kind of been like this for me, but this year, it seemed like the norm for this group. And I'm talking about like the D linemen and the ends, like this is D line. Those guys are just freaks.
They get more athletic every year, it seems like.
Ooh, you 6'7", about 250, 260, and you running a 4.5? Like, that's, You
that's unheard of.
Back in our day, guys, they were that tall and big like that. They running the 5 flat or a little bit. They were athletic enough. They'd be lucky to get a 5 flat, 5-1, something like that. These dudes running what the running backs doing, and the receivers, like they outrunning the running backs and receivers. And that poses the question of how do you protect the quarterback? You know what I'm saying?
They say that too as rookies, man. The quarterbacks get scared. They be like, what's the difference in the NFL? They said adjusting to these linemen that weigh 300 pounds, but who can run just as fast as a receiver or your running back coming at you full speed. They need more athletic linemen. Don't you know this nowadays, man? It's only maybe 3 or 4 out of that group of whole offensive linemen that are athletic, man. There ain't really too many that are that athletic when it comes to the whole linemen. You might hear of a few, but not many. Not like these damn defensive linemen.
I think I was talking to somebody earlier in the football season, and I was telling them, I said, I feel like the technique that they teach the tackles, it's always the tackles are an outside position. So if a tight end ain't over there by a tackle, he's on the aisle. So
pretty much.
If the tackle does anything as far as he stumbles a little bit, he's a little slow getting off the ball, anything goes wrong, that D lineman is by him. And most of the time, sometimes if they don't have a back there to pick it up, he's going to have a clean shot at the quarterback. You know, it don't have to be a vicious shot, but it would just be to the point where a quarterback just ain't got time to step up in the pocket. He ain't got time to throw nothing, run, nothing. He ain't got time to do anything because these guys are so fast. And I was telling the person, I said, I think the technique that they teach is outdated and it's too slow and mechanical for this breed of linemen. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
They need to change it. They really do.
Yeah.
They need to change how they protect the quarterback. Nowadays, from that outside tackle position, it has to be a better way because it's outdated. They've been doing this shit since the 60s. You know, that sliding shit all the way to the outside and put the hands up and mechanical football shit. You know what I'm saying, right? It gotta be something else where you can slow these guys down. Because they get dudes averaging the average sacks a year now for a player is 14 to 15. That's too much. That's way too much. And then when you look at the combine, these guys work out, and these dudes running 4.4, 4.5 at fucking 300 pounds. You see why? You know what I'm saying? So you like at least try to do something to help the quarterback out, man. Because these quarterbacks
only just take a spin move. A damn spin move. Most times. Most times they only just take a spin move to get them off their game when it comes to the whole lineman, because they're not, like you said, most of them are not athletic enough to really take that bull rush, man. Because you bull rush them, they're already got their hands out, and they're trying to brace themselves. Then you spin off of them where they at. Most times, man, they're lost. We see it most times, man. We be like, damn, he got beat too easy. But yeah, like you said, man, these guys, man, these linemen, they're not as fast. They're not as athletic. They don't have the same agility. And like you said, they need some more creativity at that position, man, because they've been doing that since the beginning of time, man. They're changing the thing. He's like the White Tree was the poster boy of the spin move, man. And it's like most guys, they got their own variations of it now, man. And it's like, man, I be getting so scared to see my man Stafford get hurt. I don't want to see him get hurt again, man.
Exactly. Yep. Well, we want to thank you guys so far for joining us for the show. Up to this point, we're about to take a quick break, and we'll be back soon. And we're going to be talking about, we're going to be on a different topic when we come back. But we got 30 minutes of live time left. Like I said, you guys still want to listen to us, you guys go listen on YouTube. on the Blog Talk. Oh, I'm sorry, not the Blog Talk, but the E-Block Radio app. You guys can download it from the Play Store and listen to it off the air. And we're about to get into the Manny Pacquiao Floyd Mayweather thing. Then we're going to get into our professional wrestling. So this is Beyond the Bleachers. We'll be with you guys after this break.
It's your boy, the Hood Howard Stern, producer of the livest cloud radio show on the planet, straight from the E-Block Radio. It'll let you know that if you have a small business or a product that you want to promote, then this is the venue for you. We have over 90,000 listeners eager to hear about your small business or product today. So go to the website, www.eblockradio.com, and see what package works for you. We have packages as low as $25 a month. Where they do that at? You can advertise your small business or product with us today. Don't forget the website, www.eblockradio.com, and advertise your small business with us.
Witness the Black Tie experience. Black Tie Photography, servicing all of Metro Atlanta area. My name is Cedric Pick, your photographer. Check out our website at www.blacktiepictures.com or like our Facebook page, facebook.com/90
seconds.
Let me capture your professionalism in class, and you will have the ultimate Black Tie experience.
Yo, it's your boy, the Hood Howard Stern, Hugh Lewis, producer of the livest cloud radio show on the planet, straight from the E-Block Radio. Here to let you know that you can represent the radio show and your side of town with our very own t-shirt line, Pardon My East Side. You can get yours.
Wow, Hood Howard Stern, what's up with Pardon My West Side?
Oh, slow down, Miss Coco J. Of course, we got the West Side covered too. So you can get Pardon My East Side or Pardon My West Side t-shirts. Only thing you got to do is go to the website, www.eblockradio.com, and get yours today. $20 for the fella, $15 for the lady. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram as well, Pardon My East Side.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Jay Lou. Here with my co-host Hugh, and we are back here on Beyond the Bleachers. And we have about 10 seconds left of live.
10 seconds.
I'm going to tell you guys to go ahead and follow us over to YouTube, where we'll be continuing our discussion. And we want to thank you guys for joining us on the live stream. If you guys are just joining us on YouTube, you guys listen to us or whatever, we're not live right now. But I just wanted to reset what we've been talking about, and you guys are just tuning in. We started out with the D Rose thing, Derrick Rose injury thing, and then we went on and talked about the Oklahoma City Thunder, that little alpha dog battle between Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant over there. Do they need each other to win a championship? Are they growing apart? Or what? We talked about that. And we just finished talking about the NFL Combine and what group impressed us the most. Oh, he said we're still live. So we are still live. Okay.
Sweet.
So, but you guys just can't call me and go, which is a bummer, but that's cool. That's all right. We're working on putting a Facebook page together, Beyond the Bleachers Facebook page, where you guys can just comment and send us, all types of stuff as far as sports related, comments and whatever you guys want to talk about, or where we can get a comment thing going, send a whole topic thing going while the show is going on. You get a topic going on Facebook and whatever. But, we were just talking about the Combine. I'm talking about what groups impressed us the most at the combine. Now, we're on our last two topics of the night, and this one we're going to talk about Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. We're not going to talk about if they're going to fight, when should they fight, or who might win, what this one to do, what that one going to do. The fight is on. No rumor anymore. Everything's signed. May 2nd, Las Vegas. It's on. So I guess my question is, do you think it's going to be a good fight? Do you think the fight is going to live up to all the hype? Or is it just going to be just a boring ass fight? They go to a decision, which we all know Floyd going to win a decision or whatever. So, what's your take on it, Hugh?
Man, I'm hoping it's the fight of all ages, man. I've still seen, and I remember some of the fights from the 80s, man, like when Tyson used to punish people in the Robert Hagler fight where, you know, Sugar Ray Leonard and like just classic fights like that, man. We basically were spoiled with all the good fights that we saw. The fact that our day, we kind of got upset a few times because it was a little watered down, you know, and those guys were basically keeping the sport alive. And I just feel like as long as they give a good fight, I'd be happy, which I really think they are, man. I just hope we don't see no running or no hugging. You know, I want to see really those guys going toe to toe. But I know too, Floyd is a strategist, man. He will not allow anything to happen to the point where he'll be exposed. But I think the person who has just as much strength and quickness as him, more or less more strength, because he could probably, you know, get in front of him. I don't think he has fast as Floyd, but his power will be basically, I think that's going to be a little uneven when it comes to the power point with those two guys, man. I just want to see a good, clean fight. And I just want to see them really give us what, you know, because, you know, it's going to be an expensive ass fight. I just want it to be worth what they're going to do, man. I don't want it to be, oh, man, this fight was terrible. All they did was run and hug each other, or they didn't go at it. I want Floyd to basically go at it with him. Don't really think we'll see that, but as long as they can put it on the show, man, I'll be happy, because this is a 5-year-old fight. I would have loved to see it 5 years ago, but they're doing it now. So it's like, man, it's for a reason. I just feel like this was the time, and I'm hoping they do that, man. I'm just hoping it be something that we will never forget, man, because I'm hoping it can live up to some of those old school fights we used to see back in the day. I'm not really for sure if it will, but if it do, man, then I'll be eating these words, man. I just don't think so.
I hate, and yes, I use the word hate. I hate talking about this fight. And the reason I hate talking about this fight, I can't wait till this fight. Because you get the people ruin a lot. Some people make you dislike a certain athlete or a certain person or actor or whatever the case may be. And I think people have made me dislike Floyd Mayweather. And immediately, when I figured out, like, when I found out that Pacquiao had signed everything and Floyd signed everything, you know, they made the fight and all of this, I said, oh, okay, I can start my homework. So I can, you know, make a correct analysis of the fight or whatever. So I started looking at tape and stuff like that. And I came to realize that I actually like Floyd. I like his style of fighting. I like his charisma in the ring. As far as in the ring, I like his charisma, his punching ability, his hand speed, the way he makes the fighter change directions during the fight. All of that stuff. I like that. And when I try to break it down with certain people, oh my goodness. When I try to compare it to Manny Pacquiao, what I've analyzed about Pacquiao, his ability and stuff, people just ruin it, man. So, I mean, after listening to 5 years of garbage from everybody, money team and all this crap, and Floyd, you started it. You started with that TLT junk and them damn hats and shirts and all that stuff, Floyd. I liked it when he was pretty boy Floyd, even though he ugly. I liked it when he was pretty boy. You know what I'm saying? Because he was more, I don't know. It was like he took that's Floyd Mayweather took the boxing game serious, Hugh. He took it serious. It was serious for him. He went in there, had this business, fought. He didn't run. He didn't try to, put on all these shenanigans and stuff for the people and all this crap. He went out there and handled business. That's the Floyd I like. This Floyd over the past few years, I don't like him. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like he's making a mockery out of a very historical sport. Guys who can get killed in the ring. Like, guys get killed in that ring. You know what I'm saying? You see how Muhammad Ali is right now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Guys, and Joe Frazier looked. All that stuff, man. Like, guys were injured, brain damage, all this stuff, man. And he just coming out to the ring dancing and shit. And all types of crap. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like circus acts and all this junk. Like, man, come on, dog. You're a boxer. Take this serious. You know what I'm saying? Because people are not going to take you serious as a fighter. You coming out here with clowns and shit, bringing you out to the ring and people juggling and stuff, and you coming out to the ring to fight. People going to think the fight is set up. It's all a show. If you're pretty much producing this whole show, you're not going to lose on your own production. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm glad you mentioned that.
Right, I'm glad these guys are about to fight. I actually think it's going to be a very good fight. I'm glad it's happening. But I think some people better get ready for what may happen. Because since the Judah fight, Floyd hasn't really been tested. He hasn't really been tested to this extent that he's about to get tested now. He's really about to be tested, Hugh, and you know he is. You know it. He's really about to be tested. So, I don't know. I don't even want to pick a winner right now. I just want to see it. Simple as that. I just want to see them guys go in there. And like you say, I don't want to see no hugging and all that crap. The boring ass decisions. I want to see a dog ass fight. These two guys being doggy. And Manny's going to make him fight. Floyd ain't going to be able to hit and run. He's not. Because he's not dealing with a flat-footed fighter. So, we'll see.
Manny can put himself at risk.
Huh?
Manny will put himself at risk before he lets you walk around and, try to run from him, man. That dude's crazy. Like, we seen the fight where he got caught in a bad situation with Martinez, man, when he got tossed.
You mean with
Marquez, yeah, ooh. He gave him a night kill, man.
Hugh, if you and I fought four times.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't we figure each other out by then?
Pretty much.
He like
we have no strength and weaknesses out here.
Right. Right.
I'm like James, like to lean over to the right a little bit.
Right. He like to go into a flurry at the end of the round. I'm gonna catch his ass, and that's what Marquez did. She like, I know I'm about to get wild as hell. I'm about to just stick my right arm out and let him run right into it, and that's what happened. He ran right into that fist, and he went to the goddamn Snoozeville.
The zoo somewhere.
He just got destroyed by somebody that knew his tendency.
And I can respect that, James, because he didn't, back off. He just kept bringing the pressure because he had to fight one if he didn't get knocked out because he brought the pressure. He basically brought the whole fight to him. But see, he'll put himself at risk, man, to put on a good show, man. He ain't gonna run him back down for nobody. I just don't want like.
See, this what people are not taking into account with this fight.
Mm-hmm.
If I was Floyd Mayweather,
mm-hmm.
I would do. He already has a hand treatment or whatever. I don't think that's going anywhere. Floyd's quick as a cat with them hands. But so is Manny. But the thing that Manny has is power. And I think Floyd needs to train to get his power game up for this fight. Because we both know that fighters fill each other out. Like the first 2 to 3 rounds, they kind of fill each other out a little bit. See what's going on, see if I could take a punch or whatever from the guy. If Floyd go in, like the Floyd that's been going in, Manny gonna take one of his punches and be like, oh, I couldn't. That was a straight bee sting. I'm about to kick his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he can keep up with him going around the ring. And Manny throws punches in flurry. He doesn't punch, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't throw haymakers here and there and whatever. A straight punch from Manny and knock you out. You know what I'm saying? You see the little short hook that he gave Ricky Hatton, and this not Ricky Hatton into retirement. Ricky Hatton was like, I'm done. Like, it be like that. I'm through. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't no big haymaker punch. It was the quickest left hook I've ever seen in my life. I didn't even see the left hook, and I was looking dead at the TV. I'm like, what he hit him with? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this fight is going to be I think this fight is going to be very technical, to be honest. It's going to be a technical fight. And like I said, Floyd going to have to throw them hands. He really is. Because when you got 7 straight punches thrown at you and they're accurate, you got to throw back. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to be a hell of a fight. I'm glad it's going on. And it's coming so fast. Coming fast. The fight is coming fast. You know what I'm saying? It's May 2nd. I thought it was going to actually push it back to like September or something, but it's coming fast. So it's about to make a lot of money. I wouldn't be surprised if see, this is a thing that gets me. Floyd, I think Floyd gets it now. I think he gets it. Because it's not about, your greatness is not really defined by your record. It's defined by your heart, your determination. You going out there putting up, you know what I'm saying, a good fight, fighting hard, giving it all you got, and fighting the top guys out there.
Absolutely, the competition.
You know, right, exactly. You can name most of the greats. most of the greats that we named done lost a fight or two. Ali lost what, 5 fights?
And they fought
But
fast
he's
too. They didn't fight no
right,
cowards.
he's considered the greatest of all time. You know what I'm saying? So your records don't define you. It's you going out here and testing your ability and your skills against the top guys out here. And you don't duck and dodge nobody. You fight the top dudes. If they call you out, you step up to the challenge, you kick their ass. If they get you, they get you. You know what I'm saying? But that just because they get you don't take away from your legacy, from your body of work that you done built up. You know? So that's what I'm saying. That's why I think Floyd's gonna lose this fight. I really do. And I think from a business standpoint it'd be smart. Drop it. Drop the fight. Because people gonna want to see a rematch.
Oh yeah, you know that's gonna definitely come.
That's another, right? That's another freaking 100-something million. You know what I'm saying? And then you win that one, you get on to the third one. You got your third fight. You know what I'm saying? So these guys got a chance to put something together. I swear, Hugh, if this was you and I, we would be talking right now somewhere over the beach with a meal and some women around us, and we would be talking and saying, look, dog, we could be the richest boxers ever in life. Let's put this together. You know what I'm saying? Because people gonna eat it up anyway. Most they dumb. Some people stupid. Anyway, so it ain't gonna bother them. They just want to see the dudes fight. You know, so I'm just glad it's happening. And yeah. It's gonna be something good. I know the bars gonna make a lot of money.
Oh yeah, oh hell yeah. Because people looking at it like they'd rather see my man's lose than Pacquiao win. They'd rather see Floyd lose than see Pacquiao win. That's where most of that money gonna come from. People buying it because they've been doing it for years. Like, man, I want to see Floyd lose, man. And they want to try to find the next person to beat him. But this time, it's like competition's so stiff now that it's going to get crazy because it's like it's a definite possibility he could lose this. You know, it ain't kind of like where, oh man, he's smarter than him. This guy don't have no skills. He don't have the experience. Manny has mostly everything he needs to match up with Floyd, you know.
Oh, yeah, this guy too slow. He can't keep up with Floyd. Oh, no. This guy, hands are just as quick. So, I'm telling you, it's gonna be something to watch, man. Like I said, I'm glad they did it. I liked actually how Floyd went about doing it. You know what I'm saying? He went to Manny, they talked, and was like, man, we got to get this done. It ain't nothing, nobody else to fight, but neither one of us really. So we got to get this done, and let's get it done. It's been too long, too much bullshit going on in the game. Let's get this fight going. Let's get it done. So I'm happy. I'm happy for the sport of boxing that I love.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm glad they're fighting, and you know they got this done, man. I'm happy for both of them, man. I'm just glad both of them was like, hey, let's get this fight going for the people, man. We got to do it for the fans. We can't cheat them no more. You know what I'm saying? Can't cheat them. Floyd, like, I done made my little money. I done held it off long enough. Now it's time to go ahead and get this, you know, this generational money right here. Because this money is about to set his kids up for the rest of their life. Manny too. You know what I'm saying? So, why not? But,
do you think, James? Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Do you think that if, for instance, say for instance, if Floyd do end up winning, I'm talking about not know he won unanimously because he hit and ran or any split decision. If he won like a knockout or a convincing, win, like he knocked, Manny Pacquiao out, I want to ask the question: do you think if he could do that, would he have anything else to prove in the boxing world, or do you think that after that, that he can gracefully bow out the game and retire if that ever so happens?
If he convincingly, like, if he beat the snot out of Manny, knock him out, or just win damn near every round and just make Manny look like an amateur.
Yes.
What else? What else? Like what else? What else is out there? Nothing. He's too old to move up his weight. You know what I'm saying? Like that'll be stupid for him to move up in weight at this age. This kid.
What happened to Roy?
You got right. I mean, he ain't Roy. I mean, Roy did it at a certain age where he could, Roy was already right there. You know what I'm saying? He was already right at the cruiserweight, heavyweight range. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? He fought at light heavy, so he was. Roy was already a big guy, so it wasn't hard for him to move. You know what I'm saying? If Floyd want to move up, he's going to have to put on a few extra pounds. You know what I'm saying? Then you'll be fighting some of the younger guys who probably are a lot stronger. And then you'll start looking like how De La Hoya looked. You know what I'm saying? Like guys, the legends like that. And Sugar Ray did in his way out when Terry Norris beat the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? But this dude's 22. Sugar Ray 56. Why is he fighting this guy?
Why is he still in the ring?
Right. So it's like, if Floyd wins this fight, he could say, "Hey, I'm the best that done it. I fought the best. Peace." You know what I'm saying? I'm gone. Ain't nothing else for me to prove. Can't nobody say that to him anymore. Or body.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody say that about him. So, yeah. That I think that's it for that topic.
Okay.
And we're on to the entree. We on to the one of the best subjects I've ever talked about. I love talking about that. But for our listeners out there, you guys haven't if you guys didn't hear the rundown of the show earlier, we're about to talk about professional wrestling. It's not what you think. We're not about to get super in depth with wrestling or whatever, because we know you guys, most of you guys out there really don't follow it like Hugh and I do. But we're just going to give you the gist of professional wrestling. What to watch. The pretty much the other side of it, because you hear a lot of scrutiny about professional wrestling and how fake it is. Wrestling's fake. Oh my God. This and the other, and blah 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 about professional wrestling. Professional wrestling is not fake as far as from a physical standpoint. It is scripted, of course. It's scripted. They know who's going to win, who's going to lose, all this stuff, who goes to run in, or do whatever. But most of the bumps and bruises those guys take are real. It's real. And I want to know, Hugh, why they don't really classify professional wrestling as an actual sport. What do you think?
And they try to push it too.
Why do you think that is? They don't really classify it as a sport.
That's a good question, man. I'm surprised they don't. Even though Vince McMahon said we're not wrestling, we're sports entertainment, which I believe the wrestling they consider a sport is the crazy Roman Greco style wrestling. That's like the boringest wrestling I've ever seen in my life. I want at least see a suplex or, a super kick every now and then. Roman Greco style and every wrestling. I can't go with it, man. It's the worst wrestling ever. But I'm just really surprised that they don't really consider it a sport too, man. That's not nothing that a dude that don't, they got some guys, but it surprised the hell out of me, some out of shape guys who can keep up and do the stuff, man. But for the most part, man, you got to be in good shape because you got to have a lot of discipline to do wrestling, man. Like you said, man, we know it's fake and we know it's scripted and we know basically who's going to win and lose the match, or they know. And we just sit up and we watch it for the entertainment because we grew up watching the 80s style wrestling, man. Like with the Hulk Hogan's, and when I went down south, I seen Ric Flair, man. I'm like, who is this blonde haired dude with this bling on his chest and saying I'm the best in the world? I'm like, man, I'm from the States, man. I'm like, man, Hogan the best wrestler, not you, Ric Flair. Then when I started seeing more of it, man, you respect the wrestling world, man. And I just feel like now a lot of people got away from it when it was in the 80s, man. And I believe we done almost killed most of our friends doing these wrestling moves, man. And I think what shocked a lot of people was the fact, when we all had this bombshell, we all were brokenhearted by it too. When we first found out after all the power drivers and all the stuff we was doing, not knowing we was hurting our friends, man, and we was beating each other to a pulp, that it wasn't real.
Right.
Because it was like a dirty hidden secret, man. We didn't know if it was fake or real. We never knew until they went out and said it. And I think that broke a lot of people's heart more than anything. But to not consider or call it a sport, man, that's just downright crazy, man. Because it's definitely a sport, man. After the event, and I think what they do, man, not a lot of people can do.
And see, I compare it, when I tell people about wrestling, like, when I'm at work and stuff, I'll be watching wrestling at work on the phone, all that crap. I got WWE Network. I watch a whole bunch of old stuff, whatever, the newer stuff. Usually I watch it just to kind of keep up with it because I've been watching wrestling since I was 3 years old. So it's almost second nature to me to watch it. So I tell people, they like, man, why you watching this fake crap? And blah, blah, whatever. And I tell them, I'm like, you watch reality shows, right? You watch sitcoms, right? It's the same thing. It's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? People look at it like as if it's supposed to be real as far as like the fighting part of it. Like I said, like bumps and bruises and stuff. You can't fake jumping off a damn 20-foot ladder, man. You can't fake that. You know what I'm saying? How can you fake that? How can you fake, jumping over a top rope onto somebody? You know what I'm saying? Or diving on something. Or, the certain stuff that they do. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they're trained to take those hits or whatever. Just like a boxer is trained to take certain hits. You know what I'm saying? So it's a level of entertainment there that I think people miss, and it's overshadowed by what they feel like is supposed to be real. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Yeah,
those guys put their bodies and their lives on the line.
Exactly. Those guys, they can break their neck. I done seen dudes break knees, ankles, Triple H, for his quad.
Oh, man, that was nasty.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? It was off the bone, didn't it?
It was off the bone.
Yeah, that was nasty. Remember, Sid Vicious broke his leg. That mug looked like he was snapping a chicken wing. It was just terrible. We've seen some nasty injuries, man, before. A lot of nasty injuries. I just don't think they get appreciated for it, man. And their sport is more gruesome than everybody. How many days you say? 340? Ain't out the damn year. Who want to do that?
Yeah.
It takes dedication to do that, man. I don't think he gets the respect he deserves.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't. It doesn't, because, like I said, that level of what people think should be real. You know what I'm saying? If y'all fighting, you're supposed to be real. You know what I'm saying? Like really on Love and Hip Hop, they fighting for real. Like, seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not scripted. You know, so it's like wrestling is a form of entertainment. It's just like any other TV show. It's there to entertain you. The TV show is there to entertain us. So that's what professional wrestling is. They just do it in an athletic style. You know what I'm saying? They show off and dance and play certain characters and all that type of stuff. That's what they do. You know, that's their persona. That's it. You know, so they playing for the crowd. So, I mean, I enjoy it, man. I enjoy it. I really think I would love to see like professional wrestling when they have like their event. Like WrestleMania is coming up next month, the end of next month. I would love to see like a sports center do a special on it or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because those guys bust their ass, man. They bust their ass. They're away from their families and stuff like that. And contrary to popular belief, wrestling events sell out before professional sporting events. Like UFC, about 30,000 people at a Monday Night Raw, but I only see about 10,000 people at an NBA basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's doubles at WrestleMania, James. That doubles at WrestleMania too, man. How many? Like 60? Exactly. It triples down there. 63,000?
Yeah, it triples. It pretty much triples. Like, because I think they still hold, if I'm not mistaken, I think WrestleMania 3, which saw, you know, Hulk Hogan, Iron the Giant, I think they still hold the indoor attendance record with like 93,000 people. 93? And then when they came here,
crazy.
And yeah, when they came here for WrestleMania 23 some years back, they did, it was like 80,000.
Yeah, like 83.
Yeah. So I'm like, you know, when do you see 80,000 people at a damn Pistons game? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see that. You know?
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah. So that's like my whole thing or whatever. I wanted to talk about wrestling today. Because I'm tired of people saying it's fake and all this junk, whatever. And if you guys really want to see some good stuff, some really good wrestling, or if you guys even want to relive some of the old stuff, like you guys, you know, when you were younger, you grew up watching Hulk Hogan and, you know, Junkyard Dog, Macho Man, Randy Savage, Jake the Snake, all them guys. Try the WWE Network. It's pretty good stuff. You can go back and look at a whole bunch of old stuff or whatever. If you guys want to try out the newer stuff, I don't like, Hugh and I were talking about this before we came on the air. I don't care for the actual main roster show, which is Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, stuff like that. I like their B-list show, which is called NXT. Pretty good. They only show it on the network. And the WWE Network is $9.99 a month. Almost like paying for Netflix. So, if you guys want to watch something like that, they put on great matches. It's great stuff, real physical stuff. It's real entertaining. They do some stuff on there, you'd be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? These guys are really athletes. Like, they really are athletes. Like, show me a basketball, football player can do a goddamn flip off a wall. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's like these guys do some fantastic, amazing stuff. Also, Hugh, what's the other show? The Lucha, what is it?
Lucha Underground. Lucha Libre Underground.
Okay. Explain like that concept, like that style.
Man, I love the Lucha Libre style, man. You know, they brought it to like the States, man. When we seen guys like Juice and Thunder Liger, Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, what's Hoopin' 2 Guerrero, man. They brought just like a high flying, you know, aerial attack style, man. And a lot of those guys did that, and they mixed it up with technical wrestlers too, man. Like one of my favorites was Eddie, man. He could get down with you, you know, on the ground and do like technical stuff, or he could fly with the best of us, you know, rest his soul. But I definitely love that style of wrestling because we never really had that, and that's what made like the, you know, cruiserweight divisions in WCW on to when TNA was relevant to me with the X Division, man. I seen dudes do crazy stuff there.
Some of the best, that's some of the best wrestling I've ever seen in my life. That early 2000s TNA, man. Some of the best stuff, man. Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, Chris Bernard, Chris Sabin, P.D. Williams, those guys, man. Like, you guys want to look at some of that stuff, you got to go to like YouTube and type in names like AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Chris Sabin, P.D. Williams got one of the best finishing moves I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, when I first saw that move, I was screaming like a 10-year-old girl, man.
When I first saw the move, I was confused. I didn't know what he did. I said, what is that? And I found out it was a split power driver. I said, oh, Jesus. I've never seen this before, you know.
Never.
So, yeah, man. And if you guys really want to see some real good stuff like that, Ring of Honor is some good stuff to watch.
Oh, yeah, love Ring of Honor.
Yeah, you guys go to YouTube, type in Ring of Honor and watch some of those matches. And another one is New Japan Wrestling. That's actually where a lot of the good wrestlers are right now. Like really good pro wrestlers that you guys will probably like more because it's less theatrical than what WWE puts out. It's strictly just downright technical, physical wrestling. You guys would really be entertained by that stuff. If that's your thing, or you guys want to try it out or whatever. But yeah, man, pro wrestling isn't as bad as how everybody tries to put it out to be. I guess the people who really don't understand it, or the people who were so big into it back in the day and found out it was fake, and then they just like, I hate it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like I said, it's entertainment, man. Take it as entertainment. But those guys out there should be respected as athletes because they go out there and put their bodies on the line, and they do a lot of stuff that these other athletes don't do. You know, being away from home for 340 days out the year, man, that's tough. And doing the same thing, you probably can wrestle every night. Like some of them said, they wrestle 6 out of 7 nights. Like that's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Putting your body through that stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, if you guys want to start getting into wrestling, watching some stuff, watching some good entertainment, some good stuff. If no UFC is on or Fox is, that's you guys do, whatever. Watch some wrestling. Like I said, NXT is the way to go. Lucha Underground, Ring of Honor, and New Japan Wrestling. That's some good stuff to watch. So, yeah, I think that's it, Hugh. I think that's it for us tonight.
Yeah, I definitely hope they listen.
Yeah, man, I hope they listen too. I hope they try it out. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the WWE Network is great. Like, I know it's great for me because I can go back and watch some of the old stuff we lived when I was like a child. Like, I watched Saturday Night Main Event when the Mega Powers broke up, Hulk Hogan and Macho Man got into it in the back, man, and you know what I'm saying? It brought that memory. But when I was a kid, man, I was like 8. I think I was like 7, 8 years old when that happened. And I cried. Like, I was crying. Like, when that happened, dude. You know what I'm saying? That hurt my feelings because, you know, I was a huge Hulk Hogan fan. Like, I feel like Hulk Hogan is one of my favorite people ever. But, you know, just stuff like that, man. You go back and, you know what I'm saying, you see guys like Junkyard Dog, who's no longer with us, and Rick Rude, Ravishing Rick Rude, Mr. Perfect, and just guys like that we grew up with, you know, we were kids, you know, watch that type of stuff. And that's what bring back memories, man.
Yes, it do, man. Seems like yesterday.
Right. That makes me stuff. But we'll be back with you guys next Wednesday, same time, place. Thank you guys for listening to us. I'm pretty sure we'll be on for 2 hours live next week, right? Yeah, I'm calling you by your government name today. So I wanted 2 hours live on the show. But yeah, Hugh, 2 hours live next week.
Hey, whatever, man. It was an accident. You got a good 2 hours out still. It was only 1 hour live on the phone, but you know what I'm saying? It was still live on YouTube. So we still out here. You know what I'm talking about? From the wrestling mat, from the field, from the court to beyond the bleachers. You feel me? We out here. eblockradio.com.
All right, man. Y'all got that, man. You know, like I said, download the app. I got the app on my phone, man. Cool. To listen to myself and Hugh, you know what I'm saying, Hugh talk, you know what I'm saying, and when you kicking about sports, man, it's cool to hear yourself on the radio or whatever.
And pretty soon we go get a visual so people can see y'all.
Yeah, man, we need to get a page going too. Like like I said, the Facebook page, get the Facebook page going. So while the show is going on, if people can't call, like they're at work or something like that, and they can't call, they can probably, you know what I'm saying, hit us up on Facebook or whatever and get in a little chat room.
Yeah, we gotta get the.
People, you know, some people are scared to call in.
I know it's a lot of people like that. We gotta get the Facebook. We gotta get the Facebook pop and the Instagram, fellas.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely with that, man. We gonna market it better for you guys, so you guys can interact with us because we bring you different types of stuff. Like I said today, man, we talk about professional wrestling, man. No sports show don't talk about no pro wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Because that's for me, to Hugh and I, that's sport. You know what I'm saying? We'll be talking about UFC as well, all types of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So. Like I said, thank you guys for listening to us, man, and supporting us. We appreciate it. And we'll be back Wednesday with another episode of Beyond the Bleachers. So on behalf of Hugh, myself, and our producer Hugh, I want to wish y'all a great rest of the week, and we'll catch you guys next week. All right, bye.
www.eblockradio.com